So a meeting was set up on March 10th, and some of the Regents folks came, and they had their conference. And then a couple weeks after that, the department went on record and says, okay, we'll give you a 4% increase. That's what we're willing to do. Now, the next thing, April 1st, and by the way, I've attached behind this some of these documents that reference these so you can see this. April 1st, the guy from Regents sent him an email saying, no, we don't want your 4%. We'll go directly to DCBS. We're not going to take your 4%. The next event, and you'll see on my summary of events, it's question mark, early April. We don't know exactly what date. But there was this meeting that occurred between Corey Streisinger, the director of DCBS, Bart McMullen, the president of Regents. Okay, and it was in Corey Streisinger's office. I call it the secret meeting because there's no notes as to what happened at this meeting. There are no minutes. We don't even know the date. We do not know the date of this meeting. So what we do know is that Regents walked away with their full request. Okay? After a week or so after that meeting, it's disclosed the decision was made to give Regents their full 10.3% quarterly increase, which is 26% of the year. Now, April 8th, you'll see, there is an internal email from one actuary to the other called Gaming the System, where they talk about, well, you know, numbers, you know what they say about statistics and numbers, you can yield any result you want. Okay, so they came out with a model that will somehow justify the full increase, and it was allowed. The last page in this packet says April 11th, 2008, reasons for approval. Okay, this is the one-page analysis, really, I guess, an explanation or discussion as to why they allowed this that cost Oregonians $30 million. And now you guys, I know, are going to be scrambling for every $100 when you're doing the budget. This was a $30 million impact to Oregonians that was justified with one piece of paper. And if you look at this piece of paper and you'll see what's lacking, it's lacking any reference to legal standards. Okay, there is a statute, 742.005, and some of the other speakers talked about it, and the statute's really pretty general. It talks about things like prejudicial. Okay, it can't be prejudicial. Well, what does that mean? You can argue about what prejudicial means, and that's a whole other subject, and we're happy to go into that. But my point is that the approval makes no reference to legal standards. It makes no reference to any real methodology. It talks about, well, at first it was low, and then it was high, and then there's this number, and then this number, so boom, approved. Okay? That's the real system. That's the real system in the insurance division on approving these. Now, is what I'd like to go back to my front letter and I had 5 bullet points that I'd like to go through with you. The first bullet point I've already talked about, and that is the actual decision-making process is not made with respect to legal standards